Hi, I'm going to explain the learning target and success criteria. It's me, Mrs. Johnston. Our learning target for today's lesson is I will learn 3 or more ways to write a closing. Our success criteria for today's lesson is I can write a closing sentence that matches my opening sentence. So, what does that mean? We're going to learn three ways we can wrap up our story or close our story. A closing is like a conclusion or the ending of your story. How are you going to write your ending of your story? Happy learning. Okay, scholars, we just had a look at our learning target and success criteria. Now we're going to talk about 4 ways we can close our story up or wrap it up. A closing means the ending or conclusion. It's the closing or the end of the day or the end of your story. Okay, closing is like the end or finally. So, what is closing? The end or conclusion. We're going to wrap up our story and give it an ending. We're going to remind our reader of what we started talking about at the main idea. Or we can restate the topic sentence. In the closing, we can rephrase your opening. So you'll have to reread your opening and think, how can I rewrite this to make it sum up everything that you're writing about? Remind the reader of your main idea and say it in a different way. Okay? Say your opening in a different way, and that can be your conclusion. That's one choice. One way to make a closing statement. Another way to close your writing is to tell your reader how you're feeling. The feelings, it could be like joyous, exciting, scared, however your story is feeling at that moment, how you were feeling about your story at that moment. So end your story with how you feel. Okay? How am I feeling about my story? That's our second way we could write our closing. Okay? A third way you could write a closing is to end it with a hope. I hope you learn something. I hope you will be nice to the earth. I hope you will be nice to your dog. Depends on what you're writing about, but you could close it with a hope. I hope. So how will you close your story? Will you remind the readers of the main idea? Will you wrap up your story using a feelings or a hope? Will you restate your topic